Hey everybody, Injury Illustrated. We are on chapter 24, which is titled Pre-Trial Panic. So this is what happens when you work on a case and you create visuals for sometimes years and years, and you get the case set up, the experts are ready, the depositions are there, the mediations happened, everything's good, and you're in that like couple weeks before trial and you just flip out. Even though you have everything ready, you flip out. It happens. And so this case is about, this chapter is about two cases that happen to be birth injury cases. And I'm going to read you a paragraph from one of them. For almost 3 years, I worked with the attorney and his medical expert on the exact details, refining the illustrations again and again. Luke had so many radiology studies done in the hours, days, and months after his delivery. One CT in particular was of high resolution, meaning it had enough data to see the skin and the shape of the baby's face. I called on my 3D medical animator. My colleague reviewed the CT and created an exact 3D likeness of Luke. The 2D images were based on 3D modeling. With the medical expert meetings finally over, the attorney was well prepared for trial. The illustrations were set up as a 2D animation slide set, allowing the attorney or expert to step through and narrate each step of the traumatic birth for court. Then, in the panic of pre-trial preparations, the attorney decided he wanted to animate the entire birth. I did not get this phone call. Not realizing that our animator had already created the 3D model of the baby, the attorney called a large trial exhibit company out of the blue. They created a 3D animation at rush pricing. I learned about the animation just days before jury selection. I was speechless. How could I work with this attorney for so many years and he not understand that we had already collaborated with a 3D animator who already was familiar with the entire case record, who he had already paid, who could create the animation much faster than someone starting from scratch? I had never considered there could be such a misunderstanding in the definitions of illustration, 2D animation, and 3D animation in the non-artist community. So this is a very interesting lesson to learn. And I have another podcast on this exact subject about the differences between two-dimensional animation and three-dimensional animation that might help you a lot in deciding what sort of illustrations that you want and what sort of animations you want for your case, and to help you avoid this panic right before trial to do something that you don't need, or that you can understand that maybe what you have is already the beginning of what you think you need, and you can do it much cheaper and easier. Anyway, good luck out there. I hope you don't suffer any pre-trial panic.